we have different types of data extensions. We already know data extension is a custom object. So one type of data extension we already understood, which is a standard data extension. What is a standard data extension? The data extension which you create from scratch. This is the type 1 of data extension. The data extension which you create from scratch is known as standard data extension. You can click on create standard data extensions, click on OK, define name, then attributes and everything. But there are other types of data extensions as well, which are filtered, random, and few more. Now there can be a requirement. There can be a requirement. What can be a requirement? Let's open this purchase data extension. Your management wants a report from you. That report should contain list of subscribers who have purchased phone from the company. There can be XYZ reason they want to have their annual sale revenues calculated on a particular segment of a product they are selling. Any kind of thing they want to, any type of product, they might ask you to create a report. Now, how you can create a report? The quickest way to create a report on the number of subscribers who have purchased phone is creating a filtered data extension. A filtered data extension can be created from a standard data extension. It is not created from scratch. A filtered data extension is a data extension of category which is known as derived category. Data extensions which are created from scratch are known as standard data extensions. But standard data extensions can be filtered out to derive filtered data extensions based on certain filter criteria. For example, our management wants to calculate the subscribers and how many subscribers have purchased a particular segment of product, which is phone. So that task was given to you and you went, opened the master data extension which contained all the subscribers purchase history. Then you went to this funnel option, and inside this funnel option you went and dragged and dropped product and written here phone. People who have purchased phone would be created inside a separate data extension which is known as filter data extension. So 3 subscribers have purchased phone. 3 subscribers have purchased phone. You can export this detail and send to them. We will be dealing with millions of subscribers, guys. These are the sample records. System do not allow to export more than 20 MB of records from the Salesforce Marketing Cloud. The best way to create such kind of scenario is using a filtered data extension. Now, what is the benefit of filtered data extension? The benefit of filtered data extension is you do not have to create a new data extension, define all these attributes, their data types. Rather, you can just go and filter out an existing data extension, define filter criteria. Filter data extension is derived, is the replica of the entire schema structure. It will have the same name and data types, the properties, whether the sendable data extension is sendable or non-sendable, the same will be copied here. But the data would be derived using a particular filter. So this is the benefit of a filtered data extension. You will encounter plenty of scenarios which we are going to discuss in a mini project just after this, where we have to use filtered data extensions. But before that, let's understand the drawback of filtered data extension. A filtered data extension is a derived data extension. Let me open the standard data extension from which this filtered data extension is derived. This filtered data extension is derived from the master data extension, which is storing the total purchase history of all the subscribers. This is new batch purchase. This data extension is containing master history of all the subscribers. What I will do, I will export this record. Once I export this record, I will clear this data extension. Once I clear this data extension, what happened? 0 records are present. Now, if I go and open the filtered data extension, we know that filtered data extension do not contains records of its own. It is derived from a standard data extension. This filtered data extension is still containing 3 records. Now, this is a bad data. Why? Because the standard data extension was cleared recently and that update has not been sent to filtered data extension, leaving false data present in filtered data extension. So filtered data extension will not reflect the current state of a standard data extension until and unless you go and refresh that particular filtered data extension. Filtered data extension should be refreshed periodically to have or reflect the present state of a particular standard data extension. There can be thousands of filtered data extension in your system. How many data extensions you will go and manually refresh every day? We are working with marketing automation. This is a great problem and a very important interview question. How to automatically filter a filtered data extension? How to automatically filter a filtered data extension? For now, we understood that if there is any change in the standard data extension, that change is not reflected by default to the filtered data extension. To reflect the current change, we have to refresh the filtered data extensions manually. Like we refreshed and we got the current state of records. Now again, if I go and import the same set of records inside the standard data extension, what will happen? If I again go and import the same set of records inside the standard data extension, what will happen? So we have started to import the same file which we took as a backup. The records are being processed and soon you will see 7 records are imported. So now we have all those 21 records imported successfully. But when we go and look the filtered data extension, the same problem would be there. This filtered data extension is not reflecting the current state again. To get the current state, we have to again click on refresh. And once we refresh, after some time, we'll see that current state of records being populated. So it is a very big problem. Though filtered data extension is a blessing for us. Filtered data extension is a good feature in Salesforce Marketing Cloud. But when you manually create filtered data extensions by defining a manual filter, you have to keep on refreshing it manually. And here comes the interview question: how to refresh a filtered data extension automatically. Let's understand with the scenario.